And I'm back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We've survived another day, and now it's time to gather evidence. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think he is killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory's been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick? Yo! What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth. It was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you could do better than that. Come on, I just saved him in there. You guys should be bowing before me. Bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial. You did. If you weren't there, I'm sure Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Look, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But for where I'm sitting, Edgy's pretty edgy lately. Can you really know what if he's telling the truth? Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the very end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me! Yeah. Not me? But why you? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? No, enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so... It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. It was a class trial. You remember Larry. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money from lunch from home. I see. This kid's envelope disappeared with $38. Oh, yeah, you mentioned it. I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope was stolen versus PE, or during PE, so I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? The kids then said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial as me a defendant. I didn't do it! He did it! Meanie! Just admit you did it! Jesus. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's lunch money. It's not even the teacher? God. Go over and apologize. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. They were staring at me like I'd done it. And I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy the money stolen was, but that's when it happened. He shouldn't have to. The only thing that belongs at trial is evidence. Everything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, you amateurs. It wasn't you who stole it, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone here has been shouting, but nobody has any proof. That's why this boy's innocent. But Miles, your money was stolen. Why don't you just shut up? That's how it always is. Everybody ganging up and picking up on a person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I forgot. It's when I learned that what I was meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky I took the day off of school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personal. Edgeworth and I talked the day after the class trial. That's when I'd heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes shined up when he was talking about him. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred. DO6? Right. I'm not sure, but that transfer had probably something to do with his father's death. Several years later, I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. But why? What happened? I mean, it's not the one we used to know at all. That's what I thought. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times, but he never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him and learn why he became what he did. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet him? If I was a defense attorney, I know he'd have to meet me one way or another. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. And I'm the only one who knows the real him. So I want to help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Wait, we just gotta save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do. Very well may be. First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. Let's find out who or what he is. I'll settle for who. Guess I can clean out some evidence. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard about the story of the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? Lunch money? Oh. I guess I remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Don't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You had changed a bit, have you? So simple to a fault. Well, maybe, but I think you changed too much. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, didn't you? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. And you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator was my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we'd all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened. That was the crux of the attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the deprivation, and he was released in a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. So what's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know from courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that. All Von Karma does is his job, to find suspects guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence. He's right. That's no time to praise the enemy. It's a strange situation, as I find myself, I admit. He's out again. Where does he work, anyway? Don't be harsh. He won't be coming back today. What? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. He said something about catching him if it was the last thing he does? Okay. Well, let's go then. Hey, pal! Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. A close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by to trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Sure's active today. Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? The woods are off limits for camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, so no one could go in there. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand's closed too. Huh. Well, there's not much else we can do except go in here. That old caretaker got away. I never imagined he'd be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Well, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, huh? The youth of my days like the smell of fresh lemon, you see. I don't know what he's meaning by this scent of fresh lemon shit, but I guess that's his thing. I mean, lemon smells nice, but I would think it's also very sour and acidic. It's not something I would associate with good. This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Oh, that's true. But from what I saw, Edgeworth should be fine. Well, I'm not so sure. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer some assistance. What do you think he's doing here anyway? Who knows? Wah, wah. Nobody's home. Hello! I wonder where your owner's gone. Hello! Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot. Maybe I should take care of Polly. You probably shouldn't kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Oh, now the bird's gonna sue me. What? What's wrong? Never mind. What? Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. That's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me. Polly knows the number of the safe, right? Well, Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. I'm sure there isn't any money in here. Ah. He keeps it locked, right? I'm not so sure. The only thing in here is a letter. Boring. There's no signature or anything. It's written very precise. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. What? Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be in here? How should I know? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. It's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of this letter goes on to describe the murder plot. How to kill Robert Hammond, how to frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice? This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but these are clear instructions. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does that mean, get revenge on Edgeworth? I don't know. Well, one thing's for sure. This letter is an amazing clue. Huh. Interesting. What am I missing? Ah, here we go. One day left, Nick. Huh, what am I missing? Yeah, give me 1 sec here. Because I grabbed that. What am I missing, though? Letter from the safe. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I should have figured that one out. Edgeworth, do you see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who's the old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? Got you declared guilty or something? Nice, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he's following this letter, which means there's someone else behind it. two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. This also says this is your last chance. Wait. Maybe he's talking about that statute of limitations. Wait. That old man. Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and darkness closed in on us. We became unsettled. Oh, I can't breathe! Quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help me! Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge. Why would he want to get revenge on you? Right. There's something that's been troubling me. I didn't know whether I should tell you. That nightmare? I think the time has come. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! Then I see the pistol lying at my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the court or the bailiffs, but in a daze I pick up the pistol. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. And it's rung in my ears for the last 15 years. It's just a dream, right? Right? That's the thoughts, the only things that kept me sane the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it was real? And they say sometimes that people shout out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed him. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. You mean it was me? I was the true criminal, and I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows about DL6, maybe. Oh, that's it. There is somebody. Hey, let's talk to Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. Just calm down and tell me what happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. I see. So he dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrapped. Thus he sought revenge. This was his last chance, of course, so the statute of limitations is so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. He may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was quite disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma was an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, he tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called in a spirit meeting. That was your mother, Mr. Fay. Misty Fay. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was. And yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. He must have known who shot him, but I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his own son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that he was following it when he killed Hammond. But why would kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, not one. The only thing he trusted was his own abilities. But he got his client found innocent, so why should that matter? Actually, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting is this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Von Karma? Why on earth would he have something like this? I'm not sure. Huh. Wait. You're right! This is his handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court reports. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does that mean? Why would he want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much in tomorrow's court, I think. He'll press the point until he gets Miles declared guilty. But how could Von Karma know about his past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I don't know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge by hurting his son. It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and while he did win, he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened to the trial? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he won and wanted, but he accused him of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, his accusation stood. faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as prosecutor. He dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock. He took a vacation for several months, you see. A vacation? An unusual event for that man. That was his first and last vacation he's ever taken. He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or... Until he's never been to Europe. He has strange ideas about vacations. In any case, that was the only time he'd ever take a vacation from work. I believe it upset him quite a great deal. That's odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty? I won't let him. Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is still murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in his innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, he admits to it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I guess I should go check again. The police files may hold something of interest. Mr. Grossbreck, thank you. I can't promise anything, but in fact, I think the chances are slim. The police materials. There's hardly anyone in here. Everyone must be out looking for Yogi. Oh, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late. Sounds like he's not here. Wonder if we could check the records room. Well, I can't just have anybody wandering there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's in there. Von Karma? He just arrived. Uh-oh. Nick, let's hurry! Oh, this is gonna go so well. Oh no. Dusty as always. We were here just yesterday. I'm sure we haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing he wasn't in here. One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been looking. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6 is empty! What are you doing here? Oh! Von Karma! You! How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day! We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, I hardly remember defense attorneys. They're all like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. Huh? This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote his name in the letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. Nick! What is that thing? Oh! Self-defense? Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter. No! Nick, run! Oh, God! Maya! Out of my way! Son of a bitch. He got us. Letter's gone. Damn it. He took all the evidence. Wait. Maya! Is she okay? Huh? Huh? The letter. Did you take it? Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out. Useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or medium. I couldn't even call my sister. Not even now would we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There's gotta be some way I can help her. I gotta do something. What? She's holding something. What is that? Bullet? Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth? Lord Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're getting to it now. We have one more day left. So let me make sure to save. But I'll see you guys next time with the end of Turnabout. Goodbyes.